Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Darrin Goodman from GuitarControl.com bringing you this video lesson. Today I want to show you three classic, iconic Led Zeppelin riffs that are really recognizable, they're fun to play, and not too tough either. So be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look at these. Alright, so the first one that we're going to take a look at is the opening riff from Black Dog. So starting off on this, you're on the 7th fret of the 5th string with your 3rd finger, and then it's going to go from there to the 5th fret on the 4th string with your 1st finger, and it's going to have this chromatic movement that goes the 5th, 6th, and 7th string. So we got, and then back to the 7th fret of the 5th string. So we got 7 on the 5th string with your 3rd finger, to the 5th fret of the 4th string with your 1st finger, to the 6th fret with your 2nd finger, and then to the 7th fret with your 3rd finger, and then back to the note you started on. And then from there we're going to skip up to the 3rd string, 5th fret with your 1st finger, and you're going to give just a slight bend, just a quarter step bend with a little vibrato. Whoops. That was a little too much on the bend there. There we go. After you do that bend, you go back to the 7th fret of the 4th string. So far. Then we go to the 3rd string, 7th fret with your 3rd finger, to the 5th fret of the 2nd string. Then we go back to the 3rd string, 5th fret, and we're going to do your 1st finger, and you're going to do a hammer on with your 3rd finger to the 7th fret, and then pull back off to 5. So far we have then back to the 7th fret of the 4th string with your 3rd finger twice, and then back to the 5th fret of the 3rd string with that same quarter step bend, a little vibrato, and then back to the 7th fret of the 4th string again. And then on the 4th string, 5, 7, 7, then to the 5th string, 5, 7, 3, 5, and then just an A5 power chord. So 2nd fret of the 4th string with your 1st finger and the 5th string open. So that little sequence again is. So the whole sequence. Alright, next we're going to take a look at Heartbreaker, the main opening riff from Heartbreaker. So this one, we start off, we're on the 3rd fret of the 6th string with your 3rd finger, and just like in the previous one, we've got that same little quarter step bend. So we do that bend, and then we go to the 5th string open, then to the 3rd fret of the 5th string with your 3rd finger, now the 4th string open, then to the 1st fret of the 4th string with your 1st finger, then to the 2nd fret with your 2nd finger, and then back to the 3rd fret of the 6th string with that same quarter step bend. And then from there, 5th string open, and we're going to pick it 4 times, and these are 16th notes, so it's quick, just 1, 2, 3. And then following that with third fret of the fifth string with a little vibrato. So far we have and then we follow that with that same fourth string open, 1, 2, and then back to the sixth string bend. And this part repeats 3 times. So if you look on your tabs, you'll see that you have the repeat on the third measure. So that whole riff is... Okay, now from there, move on to the next part of the riff. We start off, we're on the second fret of the fifth string with your first finger to the fifth fret, and I like to use my fourth finger because I'm moving up. As you can see, you know, first finger's on the second fret, so your second finger would be on the third, your third finger would be on the fourth, and your fourth finger would be on the fifth, if you were playing these 2 notes. I like to do that in lieu of like using my third finger. It's just a lot more convenient. I know a lot of people try to avoid using their pinky, but it's really beneficial. So we've got that second fret of the fifth string to the fifth fret. Now we move to the fourth string, and it's second fret with your first finger, third fret with your second finger, and fourth fret with your third finger, and then to the fifth fret of the sixth string with my fourth finger with a little bit of a bend. Then back to the second fret of the fifth string, and it's just like the part earlier. It's the same as the 4/16 note, so it's just that second fret 4 times. To the fifth fret, again with your fourth finger, and then to the fourth string, 2, 3, 4 again, and then that bend on the fifth fret of the sixth string again. So that's the first 2 measures of the second part. And then we go back into the beginning riff again. Open fifth string, third fret, open fourth string, first fret, second fret, and then that bend on the third fret of the sixth string, 4 opens on the 5, third fret, fourth string, open, 1, 2, and then back to the third fret of the sixth string with the quarter step bend again. So that whole second section is... Okay, and then finally, we're going to look at the main opening riff for Livin' Lovin' Maid, which on the album actually follows Heartbreaker, I believe. So on this, we start off, we're on the fifth fret of the sixth string. I'm going to use my third finger. And then from there, we're going to go to the third fret of the fifth string. And then back to that 5 again. Back to the third fret of the fifth string again. With your first finger to the fourth fret with your second finger, and the fifth fret with your third finger, and then to the third fret of the sixth string with your first finger. So that's the first measure. All right, then moving into the second measure, we hit that third fret of the sixth string 2 more times, followed by the fifth fret of the sixth string. To the third fret of the fifth string, back to the fifth fret of the sixth string. So those first 2 measures. Then from there, moving on to the third measure, we've got just the third fret of the sixth string with your first finger, and then to the 5th fret of the 6th string with your 3rd finger. Whoops. So, and those are 8th notes, so it's like 1 and then you rest on 2, and then you do that again for beat 3, 3 and then you rest on 4. So. Now, the very last measure, we're going to move up to the 5th fret, and if you just do the bar chord, the major bar chord that you hopefully already know, but if you don't, really quick, you're going to bar your first finger all the way across the 5th fret of all 6 strings. Then your 2nd finger to the 6th fret of the 3rd string, 3rd finger to the 7th fret of the 5th string, and 4th finger to the 7th fret of the 4th string. Now, the timing for this is kind of strange because you rest on the downbeat of 1, and then you strum this chord, but you're not gonna strum the 1st and 2nd string. It's just strings 6, 5, 4, and 3, and you do it on 2, or the and of 1, 2, and the and of 2, and then on beat 3. If you just take your 4th finger, I hope you can see this well on here, and you just lay it down, bar it across. So basically you're barring across the 7th fret of the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. But if you just leave these other fingers on here, it makes it easier. You're going to hit that once, and there's a quarter note on beat 3, and then back to this A major chord on the downbeat of 4, and then you rest on the and of 4. So it's 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. So that whole entire sequence. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that and you got something out of it. If you liked the video, leave me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below if there's anything that you'd like to see me or any of the other instructors at guitarcontrol.com do in a future lesson. And until next time.